Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I have a redesign on my client. She's come back after 4 weeks of wearing these nails, and she'd lost two on just on this hand, but the other hand was really just needing an infill. So I've gone ahead and done all the prep, so sanitised my hands and her hands. I've gone in and done the cuticle work. I've then etched all the nail plate as well as blended in the previous acrylic to the natural nail plate, making sure that any lifting that was there has been removed. Luckily there wasn't hardly any lifting at all. This client really looks after her nails very well. Excuse me. So I'm going in now and on the ring finger just placing a clear base, because I'm going to go in and apply some angel flakes on this. The angel flakes that I'm using are from CJP, and I'm just patting them into that wet acrylic, and then if I need to I will pick them up with some wet acrylic. And I'm then just going to apply a second coat of primer because it has been sat there dormant for a while, so I will go and apply a second layer. And I'm just going to perform the infill with Amor on this nail, because we are going to go in and do some stamping on this nail. And then on the index finger I will be going in again and just popping down a clear layer and going in with some glitter from Glitter Arty Nails, and this one is called Arctic Fox. I'm then going to go ahead and allow that glitter to set in place on the index finger while I go back and cap the ring finger. The reason I always leave it is just because if you go in and try and cap straight away, sometimes you can then start pulling and dragging the glitter down and moving it and end up with patchiness, and you don't want that. So that's why I always just leave it to set before I go in and cap. And then I will go back and cap the index finger as well. And then again on the thumb, just going in with a second coat of Acid Bond Primer, and then going in performing the infill with Amor. Today I'm using my CJP size 12 brush, just because I don't need to use a really large brush because I am just doing an infill, and she does only have really short nails, so there's no need to go and, you know, work with a huge brush. And she did have just a little chip on the side there that didn't require me to put a nail form on and build it again. So I just placed the acrylic at that area and then just made sure I was repairing that little crack. So when all the nails were finished and set, I'm going to go in and file. So I'm just literally going over any bulk with this smooth top safety bit from Nail Dot Supplies, which I will leave a link in the description box where you can get this from. And I'm just going to go over all of the nails. As you can see, I'm not doing much filing with my e-file. It's really not necessary. I'm just removing any bulk that is there and just going around that sidewall and cuticle area. Very gently. I'm not using it on a high speed either. Just making sure that, you know, I'm not, when I use my hand file, it is just to refine it. So when I'm done with the e-file, I will then go in with my hand file, and the file that I use is also from CJP, and it's just their 100-180 grit. So I'll do the free edge and the side walls first, go down the one side of the nail to around the cuticle area, and then I will blend my file back over to the nail, over to the centre of the nail, making sure that my side walls and cuticle area are nice and flush, and that the free edge is nice and thin, and that we have a nice apex in there as well, and everything is straight and looking as it should. Getting the cuticle area is so important to get that flush. If it's not flush, you are going to get lifting, product breakdowns, you know, you're setting yourself up for things getting under there and trapped, so you can get greenies and bacteria growing in there, and so really pay attention to getting that cuticle area really nice and flush to limit any sort of lifting issues that may occur. So I'm just showing you again on the middle finger my filing routine, excuse me, and then I will show you in a minute how I want the cuticle area to be completely flush. There is no ridge at all, so that if you run your finger along it, you don't feel any sort of step. And then I will tilt it to the side to show you the apex that I have on those nails. Okay, so now I'm going in with some stamping, and you all know that I never ever stamp. I am rubbish at stamping, but I'm really trying to change things up a little bit and do some different things. So the stamping plate that I used is from Ujibaz, and it is a stunning plate. And then I just took my clear jelly stamper, also from Nail Supplies, and her stamping polish, and picked it up and placed it on the nail that way, as you saw me do. And I was really happy with how it turned out. I will clean up after I've applied the top coat. But I definitely want to do some more stamping as well. So then I'm going to go in with the gel bottle ink top coat, and this is non-tacky, and I will cure this for 30 seconds in my LED lamp, and then I will apply cuticle oil, and then that would be the finished video. I really hope you've enjoyed watching. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you would. I love you all. Bye.